Hey, peeps, it's your girl K-Cee Deeva here. I hope everyone is enjoying this wonderful but yet wet here in the Northwest Wednesday. I don't know about you, but I got cut out a little earlier in the real downpour. I was heading to the store and I literally just sat in my car for a little bit, trying to let it pass. Because a diva can't get all this wet, but
Yeah.
it eventually passed and I was able to get out and get into the store. But anyway, welcome to another edition of Dish with Diva. I'm K-Cee Diva. Actually, just some news. The show is going to be moving 2 weeks from today. So beginning November 4th, the beginning November 12th, we're gonna be on Thursdays. So yeah, a lot of you know I do a show on Tuesday nights called Urban World Talk. Shout out to Anthony Adams, Chantel, the Shutter, and of course Terry Youngman, my co-host. And then I do this on Wednesdays, and the girl's kind of exhausted. I mean, Adiba needs her beauty rest, so I need a day in between. So keep a lookout for that. I'll do some promos to remind you, but this show's gonna be moving to Thursday in 2 weeks. Now, to business at hand. I have a really good friend of mine, an amazing musician, joining me today. I've been wanting to get him on the show and finally connected and made it happen. Mr. T. Leck. Hey, what's going on?
Good was good. It's nice to know you're talking about this for a minute.
I know. And what happens is I have a little notebook and I have all my guests, all the people that I want to have on at some point in time. I have all of them, listed. You're on that long list. And then, it just sometimes it depends on like what's going on in current events. I try to figure out like who's relevant or who fits in with whatever we need to talk about. But the list just keeps growing, which is awesome. So I always circle back, make sure, I don't miss anybody. So I'm real happy to have you on. Now, so T and I met like I guess a year ago. He used to be my neighbor, and you guys probably remember me talking about this on my Northwest Connection show, because someone was kind enough to hit me in the Fred Meyer parking lot and didn't leave a note or anything. And I had only had my car like 3 months, mind you. Okay, so I come out, my poor baby is like injured. I'm like, what the hell? I look around, no note, nothing. So not very happy. So you know, he happened to be outside one day. I was outside. He's looking at my car. He's like, hey, yeah, I can fix that. And I'm like, really? Because I was like, oh, dragging my feet because I was like, okay, should I take in the insurance? Should I just go get an estimate? What's gonna happen? And I was like, seriously? He's like, yeah, bring it to the shop. Long story short, he fixed it. Still looks brand new. You can't even tell where the person hit me. Amazing work. And we just kept in touch ever since. So it's just a cool guy, and just give you some history on how we met. So T, how did you get started in music? Like, what? How old were you? I mean, you're still pretty young, so it couldn't be that long ago. No.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been. I was raised in the church. I feel like that's where it kind of started. Just having
Oh,
that influence, and then
okay.
when you hear the gospel all your life, you get some rhythm. You really start
Oh
making.
yeah.
You know, uh, but yeah, ever since I was born. Parents always had me, showing me the old school stuff. So I
Hmm.
feel like you really hear like the influence that the old music had on the new music today because it's always just like recycled. So
Hmm. It is. It is. It kind of it's the circle of life, right? In the music world, it's like you hear sample beats and
yeah, I think it really kind of took off. My brother bought me an iPod Touch and
uh,
like freshman year, and I downloaded FL Studio on that. Just been making beats ever since. So
nice.
uh,
Yeah. Okay, T. You're moving back and forth. You're making me dizzy, bro. Making me dizzy. You're like doing this. I tend to do it too. I have a swivel chair that I'm sitting in, so I really have to concentrate to sit still.
I feel it. Yeah,
Anyway, no, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, you can't help it. You go to church, you hear that good music. I sang in the choir, but I can't sing. I mean, there's a lot of us that sang in the choir, but we couldn't necessarily sing. But the people that could sing drowned us out, and that was cool. I still had a ball.
As long as you match the pitch, then you're
Right.
good. Yeah.
So who were okay? So church, and then is anyone else in your family musically inclined? Anyone else do music?
I mean, my dad used to DJ back in the day, like way before I was
Oh,
born. He used to, be on the turntables and stuff like that. So,
nice.
like, he just kind of trickled down the family. Uh,
Yeah, and
yeah.
it's changed so much now, right? Like, I don't think DJs use turntables anymore. Everything's like computerized, which I think takes away from it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I mean, he still use turntables. It is
Mhm.
digital, but you're not using records anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I
okay.
mean,
So it's just the turntable. There's not like the actual record you're scratching on.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's the same
It's still
thing.
not the same.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not really
At least
record.
you don't have a bunch of scratched up records, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, don't do that no more.
Right, right. And carry all the big boxes of records around. Like, yeah, those are the
Yeah.
days, though. Okay, so Dev's DJing. So now talk about your style of music. If you had to, those different genres, we know you do hip hop, but you know, um, I played. If you guys heard the commercial I played, advertising this show, that music is actually a sample of T's music. So would you categorize yourself in a certain genre? Would you say hip hop, or is it kind of a mix? Or
I feel like it's like a mix of hip hop, R&B. I haven't really sang too much. I mean, I haven't released anything that I sang too much on recently, but I mean, I try not to categorize myself, but it does fall under the
Mhm.
category of hip hop. I
Sure.
feel like when I do rap, a lot of people tell me I sound like too short because I just don't really. Uh, I guess I'm just bold with my lyrics. I don't really care what people think, you know.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely feel like I got some explicit stuff. So like, I'm not too much of a fan on like edited music. Like, if you're not old enough to hear the explicit, then you probably should be listening to it
Did
anyway,
you
right? Yeah.
so no parental stickers on your stuff. You're just like, look,
I mean, I've
you,
done one like that, but yeah, when you get down to it, that's just it's another project you got to pay to get released.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Talk a little bit about that process. Like for me, someone that knows nothing about like if I woke up tomorrow and decided, hey, I want to do some music. I want to sing. I want to, you know, play, instruments and put something together, and then try to get it, out there. What just kind of briefly, like, what's that process like? It seems like it'd be kind of tricky, but is it, or is it pretty easy?
I mean, I mean, you use streaming platforms, right? So like
Hmm.
you're using live right now, but you have
Yeah.
I use what's called TuneCore, right? So
Mhm.
you upload your files up there, and then you pay to have it distributed to like Apple Music, Spotify.
Oh,
It's like not
okay.
that, yeah. It's just a lot of people don't talk about that, so
Yeah.
that's how I moved from SoundCloud to like actual.
Mhm.
I mean, SoundCloud's legit, but like a lot of people don't use SoundCloud, so
Right.
yeah,
So you got to
like
figure out which platforms I like are popular then, I guess.
exactly.
Hmm.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I try to like I don't really pick and choose like that. I kind of release to
Mhm.
everything that's like out there right now. So
Smart.
yeah,
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
no excuse to not hear it.
Yeah. Right. Well, no, that's real though. It's like no, that's real. Um, because you just never know, right? Because we've seen how like iterations of going back to like MySpace, there was MySpace long before there was Facebook and YouTube, and everybody thought that was like, the end all. And then all of a sudden it just kind of went away. And these Facebook and YouTube, which a lot of people didn't think were really going to take off at first, I mean, look at them now, right? So
Yeah,
I think it's smart to just get yourself out there wherever you can and, just kind of see what happens. Okay, so Who would you say your favorite, if you had to pick a favorite, past or present, uh, hip hop artist, who would that be?
I'd say number one, name's Dom Kennedy.
Mhm.
Uh, and I got hands down Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. But he had a lot
Okay.
of influence on me. Just like, a lot of people only hear it for like the guns and drugs, but like he
Mm-hmm.
uh, can motivate you through his lyrics, and that's something that
Mm-hmm.
most people don't do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he was teaching like
Yeah.
the youth. He could catch you with the guns and money and drugs, but he really, preach some knowledge to you. To the people that want to listen to that type of music. He'll mix it
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Right,
And
right, right. Well, what about so like what's in your what do people listen to now? Like it used to be I had an iPod, for a while, and I don't know whatever happened with that. Like what do people listen to music on now? Like I know they use their phones. I'm old school, so I still got my old school like CD stereo that I like to.
yeah. Yeah.
But if whatever device you listen to music on, um what who's playing at the moment? What's your playlist looking like?
Oh, well, it depends. It depends. I changed up by day, like what platform I use. I have like
Mhm,
playlists that I use. Stuff that's not on Apple Music or like the main streaming platforms.
mhm.
Uh, like a lot of no names. Honestly, I don't stay up, and I don't really stay up to date with all these new people coming out. It's just kind of like
uh,
I have what I like. I
yeah.
be throwing old school on Dom Kennedy,
Mhm,
but the thing is too, a lot of people that like I would say like older generation, they
mhm,
listen to XM radio now because that's just what comes with
mhm.
their cars. You know,
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
and that you got a lot of mainstream people like like just top artists right now,
Mhm,
and
mhm,
they repeat that and repeat it. So
mhm, mhm.
yeah.
So what about has being quarantined affected you at all, good or bad? It's like I talked to some artists where it's like it actually ended up being kind of a good thing. It forced me to put out some more music or to do, get my website together or whatever. How's it affecting you?
Well, uh, I feel like it's kind of negative for me because it's kind of harder to like you're not doing shows and stuff. That's how you really make money.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, you can get like money off of views and plays, but unless you're getting
Hmm.
millions of views, you're not making money like that. That's where the shows are where the money comes in. So
Hmm.
uh, if this continues, they're gonna have to make something's gonna change. I don't know exactly what route they're gonna take, but
Yeah. What do you think about the virtual concerts? Like I've seen a couple of those. I did one. I attended one the other night. It was Lloyd. Um, and there's a few more coming up. I'm like, okay, I might check them out. It's definitely not the same, right, as being there and the energy and all of that. But do you
yeah.
think that's something that would be sustainable at least for now, or what are your thoughts on the virtual stuff?
I mean, if you're like a top artist right now in the game, yes, but like I don't know. Did someone open for Lloyd? Like, did he have
Um, well,
people?
okay, so I had kind of a little issue. So you sign up buy the tickets on Eventbrite. I actually ended up it was 5:30, so we're supposed to start. I'm like, hey, I haven't got my it's supposed to be a secret link or something. Didn't get it. 6:25, I finally checked my spam mail. And it had gone to my spam mail. So I saw one song, damn it. I was
Oh,
not happy. But
got you.
they said it was supposed to go till 7 at 6:30. He was like, okay, later on, thanks for joining. And I'm like, damn, I missed the whole concert. Thought I might have get 35 minutes in, but anyway, so that was my experience with that. It wasn't great, but so now I know check your spam mail because it could very easily go there. But I did hear that he had someone open for
Okay, yeah, and that's the thing. So that was what I was wondering because a lot of
him.
people do come up off of like opening for people, you know. So
Oh, right,
that's the
right.
problem with the virtual thing. You couldn't even it was you had problems opening it, you know, and get it to
Mm-hmm.
work when you could just pull up to the, you know, stadium or wherever it's at to
Mm-hmm.
watch it. So
Yeah,
it's definitely changing it. I don't personally, me personally, I think it's for the negative. Um,
yeah,
for a lot of people, it's
yeah.
just the way you make money is going to change if this continues. So because it used to be
Right.
record, like, you know, records sold, but like you don't sell
Mm-hmm.
that anymore. You got streaming platforms that people can just download your music in like
Mm-hmm.
a couple seconds, and like you get nothing for a review, you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we all hope that this thing ends soon. Because you're right, it just has changed so much, not just in music industry, entertainment as a whole, and how we do
yeah,
things. And I was watching Wendy Williams, and now she's back on the air, but her audience isn't full. She has maybe like 10 or 15 people in the audience. They all have masks on, which is weird. They're spaced out, of course. And then she has the virtual audience, that's on the screens. And it's like people are trying to adjust, but it's just strange. The whole thing is strange. So I'm hoping, like everyone else, that we get over this soon. And okay, so um, before we wrap up, I told the people that we would hear a little something, something from you. So,
sure.
do you want to spit a little something for us?
I can do that. Show you guys my little setup here. You know,
Oh, fancy! What kind? Wait, is those fish?
yeah, it's got some fish. It's a studio on top of a fish tank. Uh,
What kind of fish?
oh man, I got a whole bunch of stuff in here.
Piranha? No.
Nah, oh wait, uh, I got some ropefish, some eels, some
Oh
plecos, and stuff.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
but
pretty cool.
you know, you don't need $1 million studios to make some
No,
hits. You know, people in
right?
bathrooms making hits. You know, so I mean,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, you listen to, like, I mean, you see the stories like Dre and, Diddy and all those. They all started like in their mama's basement, or you know what I mean. They didn't have these. They start with these multi-million-dollar studios that you see them with, on Unsung or whatever. So
yeah.
you
I
got to
was
start somewhere.
I used to record in my closet, you know, but I want a better
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. You need that quiet, the soundproof.
Yeah, but yeah, let me let's throw a beat on real quick.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah. No gold on my wrist. I don't need that to spit. I say Adidas over J's, but it depends on the fit. She said you so cocky. I said you so naughty, girl. We both came in. I said let me fill up on your body. No names, no names. No, I never say no games, no games. No, I don't play that, play that. No, I don't really want the fame, but it just come with being rich. They say money ain't everything. That's cool. You stay up with. Life's kind of crazy. Go through changes, go through phases. One day you be really faded. The next day your friend ain't make it, but you gotta keep it pushing, cause the clock is always ticking. Around and lose your foot, and now you see why I can't kick it. First off, we ain't really clicking. Second, you ain't making music. You ain't doing what I'm doing. Gotta make some better moves. Temptations on my line. Lord, I pray and make it through it. Got some chicks up on my line, and god damn, I wanna do it. Ooh, got the weed. That's all we need. Maybe some Hennessy, and that's all we need.
Hey.
Back to back. After that, it's back to business. After crib laying tracks, she on my lap like Christmas wishing, cause you know I'm gifted. No, I'm gifted. But no, I'm gifted. Yeah. All right, here's a little sample of some stuff coming up.
All right. Yeah. Look at
Yeah.
you, the sound effects with your mouth.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's yeah. I got some stuff coming. You know, I got EP
Okay.
coming called
Yeah,
In
that was
My
my
Head.
next question is when are you gonna release something new?
I'm debating on how I want to release stuff right now. I got a winter album coming, or a winter
Mm,
EP, I should say. And then
okay.
I might release a couple singles between
Mm,
there. Depends on how I feel, you know. We
yeah.
shall see. Yeah.
Okay. Right on, right on. All right, so
Don't
but
say
you Go ahead.
Just said no set dates yet.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely get you back on here when you're ready to release, and let people know and catch up, with you then as well. Now you have music, um, you have current music out that people can download from all the platforms, right?
Yeah. So
You
it's
want to
on
rattle those off?
Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes. Mm. I haven't released all my stuff onto SoundCloud, uh, but yeah, my name, T Luck. You can see it on the screen right here.
Hmm.
Yeah, Instagram. I got Instagram. Underscore Luckett and then the underscore underneath. I promote my music on there. Yeah, give me a follow.
Right on.
Hmm.
All right, T. Well, we'll have you back on for sure. Um, I got you on speed dial, just in case anybody decides to hit me again. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. People can't drive. It's getting ugly out. So stay safe out there.
Oh man. Well, now I mean we're not going as many places, so
Yeah,
chances are I'm pretty good. The car stays parked more than it's moving,
I
at
feel
least
it.
for now. you know.
Yeah,
All right. Well, you take care and good luck with the winter EP. We'll check back in with you. We'll get you back on the show and keep doing what you're doing. We need music. We need those good vibes. We need something to listen to veg out to escape to. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We need
And
that
that's
right
the thing
now.
about
So.
this new EP. It's not. It's more of a relatable type of like something that people can relate to. It's like
Hmm.
they be coming in your head. I know somebody going through the same exact stuff as me, right? So somebody got
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. I think that's what people forget. Sometimes, when you're in the moment, you think you're the only one, dealing with it. But
yeah,
we're all going through it right now. Just,
yeah,
different levels, different things. And now's the time we gotta, come together more than ever. And like I said, people like yourself, giving us, tunes and music that we can just, music for me personally makes me happy. Like,
yeah,
I'll put on some music and when I'm in a mood, and just start dancing and just kind of just escaping whatever's going on. So yeah, we
yeah,
need artists and musicians like yourself to keep doing what you're doing.
for sure.
And
I would.
that's what my show's for, so they can know what you're doing.
No, I'll be back.
All
I'll
right, T.
be back.
All right, cool. Well, I will definitely talk to you soon. And thank you out there for watching. If you just caught the last end of it and you missed him performing, not to worry. I'm going to post everything streaming live now, but also is recorded. So it'll be on all my platforms, K-Cee Diva shows on YouTube, on Facebook, my K-Cee Diva page, also on my Dish with Diva page on Facebook. And if you don't know, you can't see on the screen, it's K-Ceedeeva. I'm also on Twitter at K-Cee Diva Show. So no excuse. Get in touch with me. You're an artist. You want to get on the air. You want to just come on and have a conversation, entrepreneur. I love to chat with you. Love to get your stuff out there. And I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. Stay safe. And leave you with this little exit video. All right, bye, peeps. I'll talk to you later, T.
See ya.